We live.
Well, we just want to know the questions of Mr. Tyler.
The first deal that we got two panels on the we got two panels in tonight. We got my boy Gary Childress, A Mel. We got Gary Childress, Melvin, aka Freak Nasty.
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about, brother.
We got Freak Nasty Gary. That's the
Yeah.
first one, and we got Miss Medlock. We got Miss Medlock on the show tonight. She's a very, very special guest. So Gary, don't ask her no personal questions because she ain't here to answer your personal questions. She ain't here to answer none of your personal questions on how she look and what she got going on in her life.
All right. All right, Negro. You want to start with that? But, Mike, that's what you used to do. What? You want to give me the first topic, Mike, or what?
Yeah, the first topic is my boy called this 2 days ago, man, cause me and him was going back and forth.
Okay.
Cause wait a minute, Gary, man. Let me set the tone about this first question.
Okay.
My boy called me and him going back and forth on the phone on Monday. He brung up Tyler Perry. I said, no, you don't leave Tyler alone. Because Tyler Perry don't belong in this conversation with me and you. But my boy called it. Monday he called it. He said, man, Tyler Perry gay, man. I said, no, go on. All right, let's go.
Okay. He is gay. Okay. And that's why I don't discriminate. People have their own issues. Please, rainbow people don't come after me. You know, what y'all love. But I'm just looking at the facts. I'm looking at what's brought up to us in the media and his whatever they cover him. Man, that man been married one time. And the marriage ain't last for a year.
Because he don't want a woman, he want a man.
He want a man. And then I guess it's just always something, and you know, just give off on it, man. The way people, you know, some of his movies
Tyler Perry really don't like women.
Oh my Lord.
He have an issue with black women. Because if you look at most of all his movies, is bashing black women. Women always struggling.
Yeah, that's how he depicts it.
There's always some drama.
Some drama.
There's never nothing come out of it like good.
Well, I know two movies I have to say really disturbed me. One movie he didn't have, both movies he really didn't have nothing to do with it, but it's off his tree, right? That was Colored Girls, and that was Pressure. Those movies kind of like had some stuff, man. You don't need to unleash these type of spirits into the black community, you know? What goes on behind closed doors. You know, as far as I know, the only inbreds was known was be redneck white folks, right or wrong. But now, niggas and they all doing it, you know what I'm saying? But like when we was growing up, there was a lot of things that wasn't given to us straight point. You know, we could see what it really was, you know what I'm saying? It was kind of hidden and always brought to the television or the movies kind of slightly. Now these niggas got no
feel.
They just showing everything.
Because Tyler Perry had a movie, he was making a series with some white people.
Oh, you talking
I can't think of the name of that series he was making.
Was it the Oval?
No, not the Oval. It was like, they were kind of like trailer park trash people. And now it wasn't have not. I forgot the name of it. But it was pretty good, but they had him shut it down.
You talking about the people had him shut it down?
Won't that part of the white people come out?
Well, you know,
He wouldn't want negative blackness. Yeah, they want that.
Oh yeah. Picking the black man and inbred and all the smoking all the nieces and they having nephews that's really their son. That's some crazy ass shit. It happens. Don't get me wrong, but you know.
If it got something with beating, molestation.
Yeah. Me and taking the shirts off and shit. Like I said, goddamn time.
Engagement.
Take Oh, yeah, that's the number one priority. But, like I said before, you put that in your movies, you put that in your plays, but you a God-fearing man. Like, I'm a God-fearing man. If I'm putting on something for a show, yeah, maybe I'll put some of that stuff in if it applies to the script or the meaning of the movie. But other than that, I'm not gonna have that to a point where I'm making the shit all right. Because I'm already putting the shit out like that. But God don't want you putting it into young people's minds and other people's minds that this shit is all right. And homosexuality is accepted throughout the whole world, the world of life, which is not. No,
It's not.
it's not. So that's the only problem. Now I agree with that. Point with these two included, man, you know, like I say, I don't like fashion, black men, black woman, in between. I don't like fashion. But and then you are who you are. It's gonna come out. It's gonna come out. You had three people come out with lawsuits on the floor. Then you was gonna put a lawsuit on that show Boondocks about releasing that showing that you was gay. You told them to not, pretty much air that episode or it would be repercussions. So
He guy was trying to sue him now.
yeah, a little bit. And then Mike Wayne turned on, and I want to ask you what I showed you.
You showed me the real deal about the guy that he was on one of Tyler Perry's shows, and I had to call you right then and ask you where you get this bull jive from. Well, people asking what we talking about, and right now we talking about Tyler Perry on the way that he make his movies.
Them celebrities work for the devil.
Oh goddamn!
They work for the devil. When they sign that damn contract, that's a wrap. Whatever the white folks say, the celebrities, especially the black ones, ain't nothing but paid slaves. Cause soon as they don't do what them white folks want to do, what they do, they gonna send a white person out loving the suit.
Go on, they gonna send their own people.
Look at Shannon Sharp, ugly ass.
Oh goddamn! Shannon Sharp.
Hey, we don't come to that. We don't come to that.
And then on top of that, you get to 6 years old. What do you have in common with a 19, 20-year-old white girl at that?
That's younger than your daughters.
Yeah. Let me tell you something about that now.
Yeah, tell us something about that.
I'm gonna have to back. Okay, we're gonna begin that with Tyler Perry. Yeah, he's different. I ain't gonna say nothing else on that.
No, cause I want to know one thing about Tyler Perry. Do y'all think this stuff? Yeah, that we all say he gay, right? That we all agreeing that he might. Well, I say he's not gay. Y'all saying he gay. I say he's not gay.
I say he in the WNBA. Now, next question. He in the WNBA.
That man is gay as all get out.
Sweet as apples.
Sweet as apples. Okay, we were talking about Shannon Sharp. She had, that she brung up Shannon Sharp.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna play devil's advocate with this because, I've never lied on myself or say I've never been in that type of situation, right?
What type of situation is that, though?
And come on, like I just said, speak up. You in the street of truth.
But do you date outside your race?
Tell the truth.
As long as it's female, I say anything, any color.
Just nasty. Nasty. He just nasty.
That's what I pretty much prefer. I love everybody.
Gary, you're lying now. I gotta stop you right there.
You can love everybody, then stick with everybody.
I'm just saying, I can't, the heart woman's a heart woman. I can't pull it.
Just like I love everybody too. But I ain't gonna date no white man.
You ain't gonna date a white man?
I'm gonna stick with my black man.
I understand that. That's everybody's preference. I understand.
But why do you stick on that? Why do you?
Somebody that will hang you.
Mm.
Why don't you go somebody that hung some of your ancestors?
God damn.
Well, here we go.
Hey, if we gonna talk about it, let's put it all out there.
Let's go. Let's go. I can't hear you, man. Oh, that his phone must be charging up. He must be Gary, can you hear us?
I hear you now. So, I mean, we at a place where
But she asked you why would you date them pretzels?
for principles.
Mickey explain. Mickey, you gotta explain to him what a pretzel is.
What's a principle?
The white supremacists.
Oh no, I'm not. If they, I don't think that white person is racist.
Nah, it's bad in every race.
But it's
But
racist.
still, why would we have nothing in common with white folks. They don't understand the struggle of black folks. They don't even have sympathy for for black folks.
Well,
So why would you even entwine with a white person?
well, I'm gonna tell you something. The world changed everything. It comes from the lesson you taught as coming up as a young black man, a young black woman. We'll talk to you. And I'm gonna tell you this.
Forget, I ain't forgetting
You
shit.
don't forget it, but you forgive. And you always, those people, they ancestors down there. And believe me, some of the ancestors' mind and thoughts and the way they think has trickled down to some of the people that
Now, some stuff that still happens to us black folks is still happening to this day. And still, some of that stuff that happened to our ancestors, it didn't happen too long ago. In 1921, they bombed a town. That was in 1921. That wasn't that long ago.
I understand.
I'm agree with you, Medlock. I'm agree with you, Medlock.
Things can happen, but okay. You have the right to love what you love. God says love, no matter, you can't help who you fall in love with. You can't help who you're attracted to. Now, the difference.
Now, no, it didn't. The Most High Yah said you love your own culture.
Oh, we are home. We are human race. We are the human race. God
You stay in your bracket. Stay with your black folks.
I say that's what other people prefer, but you know it's not happening. It's not on that page right now, so we can't be talking. We can't be showing the mixed race right now because I want to show
Nah, we can't, because I got it in my family.
exactly. So
I just look at them as weak.
You look at him at what, Mickey?
Weak.
I think I'm a black man. I can't help it.
Black women the same way if they date outside their race.
Oh, man, like you being a little harsh now. You know, but look,
No, I'm not.
I always like to know ice cream, and I can't stop this. It's a delicacy around here.
I'm not racist. I'm prejudiced.
No.
So you saying as a black lady you prejudiced?
Yeah, I'm prejudiced on certain things. So as, dating your own race.
So what brought you?
If they decide to segregate, I'm all for it.
Oh, man.
Why do we need to live around white folks? They're the ones that can't leave us alone.
Whoa.
Look up Black Wall Street, and all them different towns they had, where they had their own bank stores, all of it, houses, everything. Who came and bombed them out of their shit? White folks.
Well, I mean, we got that old house of white folks. I say,
And it's still going on. They still taking people in.
Yep, I'm agree with that. I agree with that.
they take your land because we are allowing the private investment. I'll tell you one thing about places like the white, the white man's, or whatever people try to take over. There's a lot going on right now. But I'm gonna tell you this. First thing, we got to get ourselves together, we get our black community together. Because as long as drugs killing each other, as long as they not gonna see in the eye to eye, we cannot fix shit. Because at the end of the day, crime, poverty, and everything makes it where you lose your land. Makes it where your land ain't worth shit, and people want out, and therefore they sell their shit to the white folks.
Shit, from what I see, ain't nobody gonna own shit.
Whoa.
And I mean, we can't
Not in this world, we ain't owning nothing. No land, no nothing. Because what you do, you buy some land today. You get behind on that land, what they gonna do?
They coming to take it. They coming to take it.
That's all.
They
Pay the taxes on it.
You don't pay them taxes, what they gonna come
They
do?
don't come take it.
Exactly.
Well, that's the problem. That's why
You got a car and you don't buy your car. You paid cash for that car. You can't drive that car unless it have what?
Unless it have insurance.
Insurance or tags.
Yep.
understandable. And then you
They
know how
control all of
you know how you defeat that problem?
How?
Delane, be financially responsible. Don't go buy
that ain't not
no.
shit. Nah,
What y'all don't understand is what black Americans, especially black normal men and women don't understand. I never seen $1 billion slaves. I never seen $1 million slaves. I ain't never seen slaves have money that white folks selling out arenas paying them. We've never seen that stuff. But today we see black folks can own and control their own destiny only if they do it right. And stay right. That's the only way they're gonna do it. We can't become millionaires or billionaires, right? And turn around and get caught with baby all the fucking on niggas and women. That's stupid. That's stupid. That's completely let that white man grab that rope, got them size up that noose and bring your black man shit. Guess what? You just harm yourself. You understand? We can't go out here flying the pretty cloud, making it rain, got these holes in here with the phone shaking, and we throw our money away. But guess what? We don't need that money to keep that taxes, those taxes, that house paid for, that land paid for. Financial responsibility is the most important thing. Keeping the white man from taking your shit.
Why we gotta?
Can't take it. Huh?
But why we gotta blame the white man? Why we just can't look at ourselves sometimes? Why we just can't look at ourselves and say, hey man, this is what I gotta do better than what they done?
That was my point.
that's what our ancestors did back in the day. They were minding their own business, building their own.
They built their own.
But the white folks is on this earth to do their job, and that is kill, steal, and destroy.
God damn. Kill, steal, and destroy.
You talk about the devil. We is God. God is within us. The devils are the presence. They the devils. They is put on this earth to do what they do, and that's what they doing.
So we the first people ever make pretty much created, right?
Okay.
We the first people, right? We the first people, right? That's what history tells us, okay? Now, we the first people. What the first people had back in the day?
Land.
What Egypt had back in the day?
Gold, land.
All this is all. Each got us all 4 corners of the earth.
Y'all missing my point. What else they had?
Tell us.
Frowned upon America. Frowned upon years and years. What we had?
I don't know. You gotta tell us.
Slaves.
I'm agree with that.
We had slaves. Man, I was once taught at an early age. Let's mention these women. What goes around, comes around. And we always saying what karma's a what?
It's a bitch.
It's a bitch and always in your file. Ugly situation. So I say that to just say this. The word revolves. We all have to go through what we go through. Because, we the creators of slavery. We the creators. We created this shit. Pepper Woods could have gone back in history and say, damn, we created slavery. Goddamn right. First we learned was black. Black folks had what? Slaves. We had Hebrew slaves. Other slaves. You know what I'm saying? We created this shit. But what we created, we can always stop. There's always a way to stop the shit. That's called responsibility, doing your own. Work and do your own. Build your own community. Build your own way to get out of shit. Because if we got to depend on other people, guess what? They gonna always tie us in that slave, goddamn mentality, that slave country.
Yeah, but hold on real quick. But I think she had a point when she said Black Wall Street when we did have our own. And how they came in and seeking, they came in and they destroyed.
They bombed it. They just dug up some graves a couple of weeks ago.
Let me ask y'all this right here. Do you think they had Black Wall Street in like just not in that place, but do you think they had Black Wall Street all around America? Or it was just one Black Wall Street?
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, have y'all heard of that place, that lake called Lake Lanier?
I've never heard of it.
Look up Lake Lanier. Lake Lanier is in Atlanta. And there was a black town. Black folks was doing good, mind their business, and they opened up a dam and flooded them out. Yeah, just like Lake Lanier is sitting on top of graves.
Lake Lanier.
On top of a town, a whole town. Every time somebody go in that lake, they die.
There's all types of situations like that. There's all types of things like that because you have private black heritage. You have in Florida, you have up north, you have everywhere. But we can start. They can start. You know what I'm saying?
But where do we go from? But where do we go from our past to now? Where do we go?
American is just, long as these white folks is here, it's gonna always be some racist. They the most racist, hated, evil folks on this earth.
But Miss Medlock, but you don't think your own people like that? You don't think your own people act like that?
It's bad seed in every culture. It's bad seed. You just got to weed out the bad ones.
Well, let me tell you this to me. The one thing about black people, we idolize and monetize the wrong shit. When I say that, and I hope motherfuckers hear me on this third podcast, and we look up to the wrong damn shit.
We do.
Who these young boys?
But what's the reason of us? But what's the reason are they looking up to these people for? Who that?
Most of us, you got teachers, that's parenting. 101.
Parents are the worst teachers.
These guys don't do shit. See, parenting now, it becomes a joke if you ain't been done it right. Because we won't see our kids.
If you talking about parent and teacher, the parents are the first teachers for our kids. It's kind of hard when you got black men out there making broken homes.
But why are we making broken homes though? But what's the reason of why we we making these broken homes?
If you got 3, 4, 5, you making kids, but you not there.
Here's the thing, man. Because
That's one thing where the black community gotta stop.
yeah, because here's the thing. We gotta start out this shit like we grew up in a very ancient time. How old you just that like your mom again?
I'm 48.
We grew up in the ancient age, just like the people before us, right? Now this technology, now this bullshit, speaking to kids and allowing our people to lose their fucking mind, right? But you always talk certain things. We grew up in two people have 2-person households, and a mother and father was raised a certain way, carried yourself. Your ass has to be at home a certain time.
That's right.
She's young, she can do he's young, and bullshit. Your ass ain't here by 9 when that street light come on, that's your ass. And you had to respect it, or it was consequences to that. Ass whooping. Motherfucker, you better not go out this house. But we don't do that no more. We don't have that culture or that big mama. Get on your ass, whop the shit out you if you said something crazy. He gives a fuck.
They don't know how to be strict no more.
They don't want to be strict because they want to be their friends. That's why the strict part ain't in it, because they want to be their friends. Stop being their friends.
No structure whatsoever. But when you gain that structure, hey man, my dad said I gotta get in the house, bro. My dad said I don't even fuck around. That car stolen, man. I said, y'all late. I walk. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Hey, don't play that shit. Don't put your stuff, man. Don't know why? Because they don't have no understanding.
Of him.
Cut that shit out.
No, they don't have no understanding, but when they watch it, they see them guys getting away with stuff. And they see them making that quick money.
They thought they get away with stuff and they get no you. That's when you got to real man, man. Son, that ain't how it works. I guarantee that ain't how it works. Oh, son, that ain't how the world works. That ain't who you need to be thinking about. Son, that stuff ain't right. So, man, that ain't good in God's eye.
All right.
Don't be looking at it. So, you know, it's just an upbringing and beating that down, you know, still the right things, and these kids and they grow up with some structure. But now, I pass it off on them. That's who raised your kids.
Who that?
I pass it off on them.
Yeah.
And it go back to the white people. I'm gonna say it again. It go back to the white people because they don't even want you disciplining your own kids.
I'm agree with that one. That is very true.
Because you know why they don't want you to discipline your kids? Because when they get out there and do some destructive shit, they gonna go either take them to jail.
But
Penitentiary or they gonna die.
But when you take them to jail, that means somebody getting paid while they in jail, sitting in jail.
They get paid high price money for black folks.
Man, I tell you this, if you sit down, I guarantee you take about a village full of 80 kids, right?
Okay.
You put them in this position, you put them in this one village. I guarantee you take care of them, take all that stuff away from them. Give them structure, give them like activities. Hey man, let's go build this. Go work on this skill, go work on that skill. Take away these electronics now. You know, only use the electronics when they need to be used. Give them bedtime. Give them curfew.
Kids don't know how to play outside no more.
No, they don't do that.
I don't see it nowhere because I go in a lot of neighborhoods.
If you look back at our childhood, we used to hate. We were like, damn, the light is about to come on, street light about to come on.
And we used to hate staying in the house. Yes. We used to hate staying in the house.
But then ass whooping came all kind of ways. When I say ass whooping came all kind of ways, man, it wasn't just your daddy. It wasn't just your grandpa.
It was the tribe, man.
It was. The grandma.
Yeah. Hey,
the neighbors.
But now, it was a situation I was talking to my ex about. It was one time the grandma had took the mama and her kids in, right? Did you know the woman let them kids jump on the grandmother because she tried to discipline her daughter and took her iPhone away?
What?
What the hell? This is what I'm saying. These my people. You see?
She would not be, she wouldn't have been living.
This is what we got left.
And the mama didn't say nothing?
Did not say a thing, but this is more than you know. This goes around more than we know. That more people don't like it. Discipline their fucking kids because they got a goddamn complex. Oh, don't say nothing, my child.
Wait. Hold on, Rick there, Gary. Hold on, Mickey. What do that? See, that really pisses me off. What happened to that person's childhood for her don't want you to discipline her child? It has to be something happening in her childhood.
I'm trying to think of one thing.
She's struggling with some kind of trauma.
Yeah.
But no thing is, no, I don't think that. Nah, it ain't that.
But it has to be something happening in her childhood.
I would say probably 20-30% of it is maybe they was mistreated as a child.
Yeah, that's what we saying, childhood.
That's what it's saying, trauma.
Man, come on, man, but it ain't trauma.
So what is called if it ain't trauma?
Well, Mike, it ain't trauma. Come on, man.
So what is called then?
It's called motherfuckers don't goddamn want you to stay up to their children nowadays.
But something had to happen to that person for that person to say they don't want nothing to happen. They don't want you talking to their kids in a certain type of way.
But you have to understand, you have to understand with people, it's a reason why they act and talk or do the things that they do. And 9 times out of 10, sometimes it be trauma. Family members is the most ones that will cause trauma.
In some cases.
I'm agree with that one because I see it on my job daily. I see the trauma of something happened to them in their childhood.
I want you to go to principals, coaches, try to tell them their kid is something, parents say, "No, you tripping," or "No, you can't say nothing to my child about that," or "No, you can't do this, you can't touch my child." That is more common a problem than anything.
Now, children, we not saying that's not the issue, but what we are saying is something happened for a person to go up there and say, "Hey, man, you can't say that to my kid." Cause I remember when like I was coming up, my mama said, "Hey, man, you gonna handle him how you don't handle him." I remember that.
But man, that's right.
My daddy was a retired principal. He sit and tell us them kids be so bad, and when the parents come in, they see where they get it from. Because the parents is just as ignorant as the kids.
Ignorant. Ignorant.
It be especially the females comes in there and get the cussing. And he said, no, you can't come in here and talk without cussing and hollering. You can go right out my door.
And then again, you know what it is too?
Say it again.
Yeah, probably. They think they're young. Tricks be out there in the club all night. You get irritated when the principals call me at 7 o'clock in the morning. These and that, but they've been horn all night. You see what I'm saying? Everything creates a problem, especially in the single mom.
But there's a reason why she's still doing that, though.
So what's the reason from a woman's point of view, Mickey?
It's a reason why she's still that way. Like some of us get it quickly, some of us don't.
I'm gonna say something like
I have learned since being in therapy, sometimes people get it quicker than others. Sometimes it takes a little while longer.
Sometimes motherfuckers don't want it again.
And that's true too.
And they don't want it.
Some people don't think there's nothing wrong with them.
I feel that and they trickle down to the fact that they don't think their kids can do anything. You see what I'm saying? Wrong.
But them be the ones that grow up going to the penitentiary.
Them the ones that's in denial.
Exactly. So a lot of man, the bottom line is, I think so there's a lot of different things that you can do better by raising your kids. You can have better structure, but one thing you can't do is not let your kid be wrong or think your kid is the best thing since sliced bread. Because your kid can manipulate you to thinking, oh, they the victim and they doing this the whole time. They the problem.
Mm-hmm.
You the victim. Yep. Stop that. And then it is so not even with the other kids, it's with your own family member. Man, my uncle, my aunts could beat the brakes off me. Now your brother and sister tell, hey man, don't touch my kid. They take it personal. Now where that come from? Nigga, you grew up in the same house we grew up. Man, you know how this shit go.
Yeah.
But a lot of time your brother and sister be harboring that hate for your daddy or your mama. They be harboring that hate inside.
I ain't gonna say that's all okay. That's just what it is.
And then too, especially mothers, you got to understand, especially these mothers, they don't want their kids to be touched and stuff because it's a lot of molestations in black families too.
Yeah, you know that.
Yeah, that's 100%. I agree with that one 100%.
We know.
You see what I'm saying? Some of them they want to be careful who, because in black families, what's the first thing they say? What's in our house, stay in our house.
Cover it up.
Knowing damn well Uncle Ray been touching them kids since he was little. And they know damn well Uncle Ray don't be around no children.
Uncle Ray.
That's called parenting. There are things especially with girls and boys nowadays, can't leave by themselves and let them go over there without a whole bunch of people being there. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no man. I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm not watching your daughters, man.
It's called communicating with your kids. You sit down and you talk to your kids and ask them, have anybody touched you in your private? If you teach your kids to tell you that you can be trusted, because ain't nothing, you will never get in trouble. You tell me if somebody touched you in an inappropriate way.
I don't think you should let you can trust kids. I believe
Shoot, the ones you think you trust is the main ones.
Yeah, but man, I ain't gonna leave them over there by themselves. You know what I'm saying? The brother gonna be there or somebody else. It's just the way you do stuff. Now, if you going out to the club, you leave your daughter, 15-year-old daughter with your uncle or your cousin, and you stay out till 2 o'clock in the morning and leave over there all night, baby, I got your problem.
Boy, wait a minute. I had to say this. He know that man like that. He know he mess with little kids, just like she said earlier, little Ray Ray. That she know, man, when you leave your kid with certain people, you don't leave with that old freak ass nigga. You don't leave with that old freak ass nigga that you live with somebody you trust.
You got grandparents that will, the aim is they know who the molesters in the family.
Or who the one will touch you.
And they want you to hush and be quiet. And then you wonder why when certain family members get grown and have kids, they don't allow their kids to come around their family.
I mean, I just know one thing. Your grandma knows, like my grandma, she gonna tell you. Let that girl go there.
But see, everybody family member ain't like that.
You let know they tell the girl, don't you go there sitting on no man lap. Don't you go there.
That's right.
You got to teach them little girl. And guess what?
Mm-hmm.
They like, nah, they hot as fire.
And these days you can't let little boys sit on nobody and their own man lap either.
Oh shit.
Nah, ain't that some shit? Hey, it's crazy. But that's for looking at that thing. Like, you gotta have that. Both, you gotta have both of your parents in the household. They gotta have a clear mind and understand what it is to raise your kids. And not raise these kids like they're something you throw away when they get tired of walk. You know what I'm saying? You gotta raise these kids every phase of their life. A baby to a toddler, to a boy, to a young man, to a grown up. You understand? All the things you got to be in a kid's life. You got to walk with him, you got to talk with him, man. Look, dog, I don't give a fuck what you going to do. Talk to me. Don't give me that, give me that opportunity pretty much. Let me be able to have a conversation before you do something dumb. Anything you're going through, I'm going through. Talk to me. That's when you raise a grown man's man. A man. Like, hey man, what's going on? Dad, I don't like this. Well shit, man, we ain't got to do it. You know?
You see,
Yeah, what's this?
you see,
You know what I'm saying? Come talk to me.
see, this is what I'm gonna say today about that relationship between a son and a father. Some women try to break that. Some women try to break that bond between a son and a father because they had that hate in their heart for the father, for something he done to them, and it should not be that way.
It shouldn't be that
It shouldn't be that way at all, man. That if a man willing to be in his son life or his daughter life, you should not make it difficult for him to be in his son or daughter life because he's trying to teach them some principles on how to be respectful, but as a person, not black, white, but just as a person, how to work hard, how to do things, how to get past of, in your life at some point you don't hit that wall and say that I give up. That's where the father come in and say, son, you got to be tough.
A woman can't teach a boy to be a man.
Can't teach my people. I don't give a damn what they say. And
I look at it.
Kudos to
Let me
them.
go ahead.
They're raised young men. Kudos to them. Never take nothing from them. You know what I'm saying? There's gonna come some point where he get that from a coach, from another male figure that he talked to. He gonna have to have some shit that he can't even talk to you about. He gotta make it through that shit. You understand? So I'm just saying, I can't say, there's a lot of single mothers that raise their sons to get to where they be. But I also see a lot of them get to where they be and know how to handle certain situations because they've been, have a man's point of view, especially with these women.
Because I look at that's just a bitter baby mother.
Yeah.
But they come from all directions.
Because for one, some of them might still want the man. You see what I'm saying? And the man not putting the focus on her, he's putting it towards the child.
Yeah, that's when they come down to dozen now.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, they come down to dozen.
I have two kids. Two, they have their own father. One passed away. But I've never had no issues with my kids' dad. When my son daddy, when he used to get into stuff, and I used to call him, he used to come over, whoop his ass. I've never been a victim.
Exactly.
Well, that's the perfect. Well, you really hear what you just said, right? You hear what you said, that you didn't intervene.
I did not intervene in it.
That ain't too many women out here.
Cause some the shit he gonna do is gonna get worse and worse. And he's got to be rectified for his ass ends up in jail. Or your ass be a grandma.
All right, this been a nice discussion, man. I'm shocked with the discussion, but I want to finish up with when are we going to start taking responsibilities back for like our little where we need money at, where we need our financials. When are we going to start taking responsibilities back, start our own businesses, and really not depend on other people to come in and help us out? When can we start that? Start being independent of people and just start doing the business ourselves. Because we all have talent, and we just got to find our talent or what we good at. That's what I'm saying. When are we going to start being like independent ourselves?
Well, there come a time when that all got to come. When God put it on your plate, man, take your time, analyze it. You know, you got what you need right there, and utilize, analyze it, and make sure it works out, and you work it. You see what I'm saying? But be able to put the right people around you. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you know what you're doing for one, and I mean just protect yourself and don't get behind. You know, be mindful of where you came from. Don't want to go back there. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know, keep all folk coming.
That's the name of it. People Four Corner Late Night Edition. What's up, Detroit?
Make sure you take every step one at a time. And every step you take, you got to make sure that every step is cold calculated and it's the right step. You understand? Can't afford to gamble. You got your own shit, don't gamble. Now you could take a chance, don't gamble. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You know, taking a chance is putting the right numbers on it and just putting it out there, right? Gambling when you throw the holes to get your sink into it. And it can just be done. You know what I'm saying? I always think about the first 2, 3, 4, 5 steps. And I always think that ahead. Just in case you miss step on 1 and 2. You see what I'm saying? I'm at the back up. I'm at the chill. Let me see where this goes. You know? Just be mindful of yourself. And every thing you bless with, take it to the next level.
Okay, let me ask you this, because I just got a comment, because I just got a little comment. They talking about sexual addiction. Sexual addiction.
Well,
That's real.
that's real. We can talk about that tomorrow night.
They're sex addict. And all it boils down to is a Jezebel spirit.
God damn.
Well, I'm gonna tell you something now. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't seen it. I ain't never been having sex. I don't think I had sex addiction. You know what I'm saying? But I work in an area part time.
Well, if you watch porn and always want it, yeah, you got a sex addiction. Tell that person. Tune in at 9:30 tomorrow. I got what he wants. Because I can tell you some stories. I can tell you some shit. Let me
We'll
tell
be.
you something about sex addiction.
Hey.
Jezebel spirit. You got a Jezebel
Hey, hold that, because we at the cutting.
Jezebel spirits.
Hold that, Mickey Medlock, because we at the cutting off point. We've been going 45 minutes.
Okay.
And it seems like we've been going 10 minutes. So and I appreciate y'all. And like, I want to, hey, Gary Childers, can you tell the people where to find you at?
Still ain't got that platform set up yet, but you can always find me on Feeding the Folk on the late night edition.
Late night edition. Miss,
Late night edition.
hey,
Like
Miss,
I said, I got something for you tomorrow night. Tune in.
and Miss Medlock, can you tell the people where to find you at?
What is it? All four corners. Peeping all four corners.
No, where to find you at in your personal account?
Oh, I be on TikTok.
You gotta give them the little, you gotta give them your little, whatever they say. You gotta give them your little, whatever your name is.
Oh, TikTok is Big Red.
Big
It's
Red.
Big Red.
You gotta spell it out for them. On TikTok. She got some personal stuff on TikTok. I think it's good. I think it's good on TikTok. Pay attention. Do you got any Facebook for them, Gary? Do you got any Facebook? How they can get with you? Mickey Medlock, do you got any Facebook? You want the people to chime in? Thank y'all for coming. Thank y'all for coming out. We'll see y'all tomorrow night on Peeping Four Corners Late Night Edition.
One more thing, Mike. One more thing.
Yes, sir.
One more thing.
And we listening.
Tomorrow night is the baby oil edition. Make sure you tune in.
Tomorrow night, he said it's the baby oil edition. So y'all tune in. I thank y'all for showing.
They go with the Jezebel spirit.
I appreciate. And then I want to shout out to Pittsburgh. My guy, he said, say hello from Pittsburgh. What's going on, man? Thank y'all for showing up.